Hello, and welcome to Why You Should Care, the web series where we give Lady Liberty a much-needed pelvic exam by breaking down the political and cultural calamities of our time. If CNN and Trevor Noah had a bastard child that was oddly Caucasian, that's us. My name is Alex Church. I've considered getting a master's degree, and this is why you should care about the filibuster. As Election Day looms closer and closer like a creepy uncle who keeps saying, "Wow, you're really growing into that body," Democratic chances of winning both the Senate and the presidency are looking better than "you and those jeans. From behind, you're just like your mother."
Wow.
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 Wow. So, Biden wins, Democrats take back the Senate, and then the 400 bills passed by the House in 2019 that have been trapped in Mitch McConnell's sex dungeon / Republican gentlemen's club get to waltz their way onto the president's desk to become law?
Wrong.
The Senate of today is more inept than a German monkey detective with mashed potatoes for hands, also known as Pixar's newest film, Curious Georg. Speaking of Georgs, Republicans in the Senate have made it their mission to block all Democratic bills coming from the House, with Senate Majority Leader and overgrown tapioca pearl Mitch McConnell calling himself the Grim Reaper of legislation.
Excuse me.
Yes, Twink.
What does this have to do with the filibuster?
I'm glad you asked, but also, shut the fuck up.
Idiot!
The Senate is a mess. And the filibuster is like the only working bathroom in a McDonald's on a day they bring back the McRib. Everyone uses it, but nobody likes it. So, what in the fresh fiddly hell is a filibuster?
Filibuster, the use of a procedural action in attempt to delay or prevent legislative vote.
What?
Basically, it's when you keep talking and talking so that someone else can't.
Oh, so it's like being a man.
Exactly.
Before senators can vote on a bill, they first have to debate it. This debate is why the United States Senate used to be known as the world's greatest deliberative body. And no, that's not one of the compliments your uncle gave you at the family barbecue. A place of intense intellectual conversations, such as this.
You know what this is? It's a snowball, and that's just from outside here. So it's very, very cold out.
And it may shock you to believe, but yes, he was a Republican.
Wow.
If a senator refuses to yield their time, they can derail the Senate's capacity to vote faster than a drunk Thomas the Tank Engine. Sorry, I repeated myself. Thomas the Tank Engine sailing towards the ocean, putting the booze back in caboose.
Talk about the little engine that could not pass a breathalyzer test.
You watch your goddamn mouth. The man is dead. But you're probably wondering.
Why should I care?
Because this election cycle, the filibuster has become more hated than jazz and more loved than jazz. The filibuster is designed to protect minority rights, minority party rights. Look at you getting your hopes up. In order to bust a filibuster, you need to have a 60-vote majority to invoke cloture. No, not closure, the thing you were promised in therapy, cloture. What Marco Rubio screams as he jacks off to burly men choking the shit out of teenage runaways. The filibuster then forces the party in power, in most cases, to reach across the aisle and compromise in order to get a 60-vote supermajority that can't be filibustered. Though these compromises also mean compromising right with...
Wrong.
Such as none other than Senator from South Carolina, an overdone piece of Kentucky Fried bullshit, Strom Thurmond.
Strom Thurmond, who, going by his name, is surprisingly not a dirt bike champion, protested the first civil rights bill of 1957 by filibustering for 24 hours and 18 minutes, also known as Jeffrey Epstein's maximum age setting on Tinder.
Prior to 2013, senators could filibuster both regular bills and presidential appointments to the cabinet, judiciary, and Supreme Court, again forcing presidents to make appointments that would appeal to both sides of the aisle in order to hit the 60-vote threshold required to invoke cloture.
Cloture.
Then, in 2013, Democrats in the Senate, frustrated with Republicans filibustering all of Obama's judicial nominees and feeling a little drunk off their intravenous injection of stupid juice, incited what they called the nuclear option, also known as the reason only one of the McDonald's bathrooms worked. The nuclear option changed the requirement of a 60-vote supermajority to just a simple majority of 50 votes for judicial nominees, except for the Supreme Court. 4 years later, in 2017, Republicans invoked their own version of a nuclear option, which was both requiring only 50 votes for Supreme Court nominees like Brett Kavanaugh, Neil Gorsuch, and now Amy Coney Barrett, but also giving Susan Collins permission to have the haircut of a buffet chocolate fondue fountain.
Chocolate.
So, if the filibuster is designed to protect the minority rights and force senators to reach across the aisle to build bipartisan coalitions, why do politicians from Donald Trump to Pete Buttigieg, opposite sides of the Butch subcategory on Grindr, all agree that it's time to get rid of it? Because the filibuster prevents the party in power from making sweeping changes to the American political landscape. If we don't remove the filibuster, a Biden presidency will be unable to enact much of his agenda. Similarly, the filibuster is the only thing that prevented Republicans in 2017 from repealing the Affordable Care Act, other than Obama sending a letter to Mitch McConnell saying, "Please don't defile my legacy." So, should we dump the filibuster? Should we make it stronger with Macho Man Randy Savage steroids? Hard to say. Like a pros and cons list, there are many pros and cons. But regardless of your thoughts, how can you help protect the sanctity of our democracy? In the description of this video, we've linked 4 Senate campaigns in swing districts that need your support to become blue. Volunteer and donate so we can make this country more blue than a Smurf with clinical depression. If everybody who watched this video donated just $5, we could make a world of difference. Out of cash? Don't be an ass. Vote. Early and mail-in voting are more rampant across the country right now than the Bieber fever outbreak of 2008.
You know you love me.
Somehow think voting isn't important? Make like a white mom returning a rap CD and take it back now, y'all. This is the most important political moment of our human existence. We all need to utilize our power to advocate for those who can't. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you've seen, please like and share this video so your relatives have something new to hate online.